inspiration comes straight from the source, like burning down cities with a Trojan horse. All dragonflies and butterflies, yeah, all up in the air, keeping track of thoughts. I know we're not there, I know we're unclear. Hold on, hold on, hold on, don't hold on to bad nothings. You should go on without always believing that it's all gone, nothing you can do now. Just hold on, keep track on broken feelings. Hold on, hold on. My mind's unique with a weak holding cell, where thoughts can leak into the unending well. And tears will seldom disappear, will seldom disappear. I'm keeping track of thoughts I know are unclear, I know we're not there, yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on, don't hold on to bad nothings. You should go on without always believing that it's all gone, nothing you can do now. Just hold on, keep track on broken feelings. There's something inside me that hasn't come out. I'm losing control, I'm painted with doubt. It's not easy to see if you're not from the source, like burning down cities with the Trojan horse, a Trojan horse. Like burning down cities with the Trojan horse. Whoa, whoa. Like burning down cities with the Trojan horse. Hold on, hold on, hold on, don't hold on to bad nothings. You should go on without always believing that it's all gone, nothing you can do now. Just hold on, keep track on broken feelings. Is it true? Is it true to not look like luster and improve what you have to offer? The world is new, no matter what said. Choose you to become even better. Yeah, just be better. Yeah, yeah. My inspiration comes straight from the source, like burning down cities with a Trojan horse. All dragonflies and butterflies, yeah, all up in the air, keeping track of thoughts. I know we're not there, I know we're unclear. Hold on, hold on, hold on, don't hold on to bad nothings. You should go on without always believing that it's all gone, nothing you can do now. Just hold on, keep track on broken feelings. Hold on, hold on. My mind's unique with a weak holding cell, where thoughts can leak into the unending well. And tears will seldom disappear, will seldom disappear. I'm keeping track of thoughts I know are unclear, I know we're not there, yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on, don't hold on to bad nothings. You should go on without always believing that it's all gone, nothing you can do now. Just hold on, keep track on broken feelings. There's something inside me that hasn't come out. I'm losing control, I'm painted with doubt. It's not easy to see if you're not from the source, like burning down cities with the Trojan horse, a Trojan Trojan horse. Whoa, whoa, like burning down cities with the Trojan horse. Hold on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the zoo. I am the Rusty Panda, and I am here for you. I'm really glad that was the empty can and not the can of Canada Dry. Hi, Davy's eating a sandwich. Welcome
Hi,
to the
Panda.
zoo. Hi, Wiki
Nice to meet
Wednesday. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
I'm so honored to be here.
Everybody, this is Wiki Wednesday. For those of y'all who don't know what Wiki Wednesday is, we get streamers to give me 15 things they like and 5 things they don't. We go down the Wikipedia rabbit hole. Go ahead and search for some things that we can go ahead and talk about, learn some things, and get some good information from the streamers, and have some fun. So, you ready to have some fun?
I sure am, and sometimes fun can give you an appetite. Just really quickly, I just want to show you that I did bring a sandwich.
I almost brought a sandwich, Davy. I almost did, but it was not the sandwich, so I didn't want to do that.
Oh,
I didn't want to do that.
I didn't mean to make you feel bad. I was just that I didn't have enough time to eat before the show, so I just decided to just bring it into the show.
No, it's perfect. I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect homage to this, especially since the first word and the first everything is sandwich. For those of you who don't know, Davy is in fact eating a sandwich. I'm curious. This is perfectly said here now. Davy, since you are in fact eating a sandwich, what is on said sandwich?
That's a great question. So we have Gouda cheese in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
We have roast beef and and honey glazed turkey. It looks like ham, but it's actually turkey. And then it's on toasted sourdough bread. Really, really good. And there's horseradish sauce too. So
the horseradish sauce really
good.
makes it, especially with the Gouda.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. So your name, Davy's Eating a Sandwich, was that the first name that you picked on Twitch, or was it something else and then it turned into Davy's Eating a Sandwich because you grew fond of eating sandwiches or some like what is the origin of your name?
I love that question. So the name Davy, the moniker actually predates Twitch a little bit, but I didn't really use it for anything publicly until I joined Twitch. So for Twitch is concerned, for Twitch purposes, it's my first name. So the phrase is a phrase my cousin used to say to me just to poke fun at me, because sometimes we would be at family parties and sometimes I would be eating a sandwich, and then so he would go, "Davy's eating a sandwich," like that, and it's like, "Davy's eating a sandwich," like, and then everybody, like my cousins and my sisters, were always laughing at him saying that, and then I would have like, I don't know, I'd be having some chicken, and then he would be, "Davy's having some chicken." It was like, I mean, for me, it was just kind of like, I just thought it was so silly. But then my cousins decided they were going to make a Facebook page called Davy's Eating a Sandwich, and it would just be pictures of me eating a sandwich.
Oh my God. They took it
existed.
to the next level.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. This was like maybe like 8 to 10 years ago now, but good times. Like,
is this like MySpace time, or are we?
No, it was like when Facebook was young. Like this is back before. I don't know. I better not say that. But but when, let's just say when Facebook was more of a young person's medium.
Hey, I was there. I get it.
we remember. You're
right.
But yeah, so that was just a running gag for a while. So what happened was eventually, like, my cousin, he was a big gamer. Like, my cousin is Fire Lord Cretch, who also is streaming from time to time. And he started a Discord server. So Discord was been around for quite a while too. Like, it's been around probably like maybe almost, at least 8 years, maybe 10 years. So when he started the Discord, he wanted people to join the Discord so that we could like get together and get on voice channels so we can play games with him. So he invited me to be part of that. And so I just said, well, I'll just use Davy's eating a sandwich for this. So I guess that was my handle many years ago just for that. So when I joined Twitch, the one thing I learned that is that you use Discord to communicate with your communities, like to announce things and so on. And so I'm like, let me just use my old handle. Like, just let's go with Davy's eating a sandwich, even though I had not used it in a long time. So and also the other thing is like, it's just such a silly name that I thought it would capture people's attention. And surely enough, like everybody gets a kick out of it. So I'm really glad with the choice. Like I think it was a good call, and the rest is history, as I say.
Yeah, and Breddington Frothing Slosh and Cy. Hi, welcome on in. Breddington
What's up,
Frothing
everybody?
Slosh, I love your name.
Oh yeah, he's our good friend. He's from he's part of the Sam fam, the sandwich community we have there. Good to see you, Brett. I have an actual sandwich too, everybody. Like just in case you're joining us late. Like here it is.
Is that a red
Gouda
apple
roast.
or is it a
Oh,
tomato?
this is called a poulat. It's like a plum. It's basically a plum. No, they call this a poulat, but it's basically a plum. It looks
Okay.
good though.
Yeah, it does look
Yeah.
good. So, as you guys don't know, we're going to be doing some aroma. You guys are going to be smelling the Gouda, and you're going to be imagining with your mind the horseradish sauce. We're going to be doing there you go, some therapy with this sandwich imagination. That's the whole point of this next segment. I'm kidding. So basically, wanted to know as far as the types of sandwiches that you enjoy, what kind of top threes it. So it doesn't have to be sandwiches, in fact, that you make. It could just be sandwiches that you go out for. But if you're like, dang, I need a sandwich right now, what do you go for?
Great questions. So my favorite sandwiches. Well, that's a kind of a different. It's the what is my go-to is kind of I guess a variation of that question.
Mm-hmm.
But this will address both. So definitely my favorite sandwich is pastrami. Like I really love a really good pastrami sandwich. Like it's so good. And taking it a step further, I love the Rachel, which is a pastrami Reuben. So instead of corned beef, you have pastrami inside the sandwich. So that's definitely it. Really, really good. Especially with that rye bread, it's really great. Second, another one that I really like, and it's like right up there, the Italian sandwich. Whether
Mm-hmm.
and there are a lot of different types of them too, but your Italian sub sandwich. People there's different names for them in different parts of the country, which is wild. Like they call them hoagies, they call them heroes, they call them grinders, they call them. They have so many different types of names for that sandwich.
They're
And then I
hoagies.
think yeah, hoagie is good. Hoagie is solid. I don't know where the name hoagie comes from, but it's a solid name. It's easy to pronounce. I like it. Um, the third one is hamburger, if that counts. Um, big fan of hamburgers. I'm a big hamburger guy. Like
Yeah.
it's really great. Yeah.
Hog Island workers.
Hog Island workers. Where is their Hog Island?
I
That's
don't know what
interesting.
that means.
I don't.
All right, so let's go back to pastrami for a minute.
Okay.
So,
I've had that one. I've been to Katz's one time.
oh
I remember
yeah,
the sandwich. Yeah. Now the bread in the Katz's sandwich is completely useless. It's so soft that it practically falls apart. But this pastrami inside is really great. It's really good.
yeah, and now, how do you like your pastrami? Do you like it more covered in sauce of some type, or do you like it less sauced?
Oh, good question. I mean, you don't ever want too much sauce in anything. But it's always great with a good brown mustard. And I definitely am very, very generous with it. I love to put a lot of brown mustard on it. It's really, really good. That's kind of my go-to there. Um, the $1,000 dressing or Russian dressing, whatever you want to call it, um, that's really good as well. So those are the two. Like those sauces are fantastic. And as you mentioned, like I definitely put a good generous amount. Um, so that's probably right. Yeah, I would say I like the healthy amount of dressing on that sandwich.
Now I'm trying to find. It doesn't say. I want to look up this Hog Island. There's Hog
They say
Island
Hog
Philly.
Island would be in Philly. Okay.
Okay. So this would have to be the original naming of the hoagie. Yes, our legend of the hoagie sandwich is tied to Hog Island. Dominic Vitello, professor of urban studies, the UPenn, asserts that Italians work at Hog Island at the Navy Yard introduced the sandwich by putting various meats and cheese and lettuces between two pieces of bread. This became known as Hog Island, hence the hoagie. I know it as the hoagie because I'm from Jersey. So for me, it's always, and Wawa, you know it as a hoagie.
Oh, we love Wawa. We're
Wawa.
big Wawa backers on the sandwich show. In
Yeah.
fact, I am told by by very close sources that the Gobbler is making a comeback in about a couple weeks. So.
Oh, yummy, the gobbler. Yum, 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 yum. For those of you who don't know what the Wawa is, where can I find Wawa Company? There we go. Oh, stop.
They do a
it
lot
with
of great
this.
sandwiches.
Yeah, they do have. It's everybody's like, oh, it's a convenience store. Oh, we have Quick Trip and the the QT Quick Trip, and we have Quick Check, and we have blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, you don't have Wawa. Just stop talking. Like, I don't care about your Casey's. I don't care about your nothing. Wawa is superior. Now, obviously, I do care about their feelings, and I'm not actually putting them down. I just wish that everybody could try a Wawa and for them to be like, you're right. This is superior. Because, yeah, entrepreneur in New Jersey and then moved to Delaware and Pennsylvania. Now, what's weird is that it moved down to Florida. It kind of skipped some states.
Yeah. Well, that's how I found it. Like I took a week. I spent a week in Orlando one time, and that's how I found Wawa. Like there's a Wawa there, but I knew of it before too, because like I knew it wasn't from Florida, because like my friends have been talking about it years before I went there. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But damn, the hoagie.
That's cool.
Oh wow, it's 60 years old practically.
Wow, pretty cool.
900 locations plus. I did not know that.
What's your feeling on their coffee?
Iced coffee, I will get only their iced coffee, and not because I'm against dark coffee. It's just I only drink iced coffee, and I really like it. I really like their iced coffee. For those who get the homebrew Keurigs, I think that's really cool. But yeah, I'll get their specialty coffee on the push button kiosk instead of just getting the automatic one. I'm trying to think.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like the specialty ones, because they have some pretty good flavors, like salted caramel and stuff.
Yeah.
But I digress.
Yeah.
But I digress from Wawa. I'm sorry. This is the tangent show. This is how it works. Davey, welcome to my show. This is how it works.
I love it.
So so number 2 was the Italian.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got Italian from like a pub, from like
oh no, just like any good deli basically.
Okay.
So we have one down the street. It's called Bay Cities. Really really good. If you're ever in LA, like I'll tell you where it is. Like it is really really good. Like it's very very, like honestly, it's like an all-time sandwich. Like if you had like a Mount Rushmore and you had like great sandwiches, like that would be one of them. Like it's really good. Like it's so good. I think though they would say that where you're from, like Primo's Hoagies is like the deal, and it might even be better. Like I think I've never been to Primo's, so I can't really go by anything East Coast wise, but they're saying Primo's is like really dependable as the chain goes. Like it's really good. So it reminds me the most of Primo's, I guess. Like
I don't
yeah,
know.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's the kind we were looking at. That's the one. Like that's where it's at. I'll say this: I'm not picky with the dressings. If you put mayonnaise and mustard in it, I'm good. Like other people are very strict about that. They're like, it's like it's like what is it? Can we cuss on this channel, by the way? I just wanted to double check that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's either Italian dressing or get the fuck out. Like that's usually some people have that attitude. And like, man, that is strict. Like I'm good with mustard. I love mustard. I love mayo too. So like I'm not gonna complain if those are on there too. But
yeah, I'm not a fan of mustard. Like I don't mind some stone ground mustard, but if
Yeah.
people put like a bunch of yellow mustard on it, like baseball mustard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give or take. But the peppers,
Mmm. Those are good. They
I
go
I
spicy all
give
the
them
time.
to my husband. I don't.
Oh, you don't do them? Okay.
I give them my
Understandable. Understandable.
husband. I don't ask for them not on them because I feel bad not asking for them on them. I feel like a horrible Italian if I'm like, and no peppers. So I just give them to my husband one by one as I peel them out. But otherwise, yeah. We used to get when we were getting ready to go down to the bay, we would get turkey provolone, lettuce, mayo, and onions. And that would be our sandwich on a big crunchy Italian roll. And we would go
Oh,
ahead
sounds
and
good.
sit by the bay.
Yeah.
Um
Grey Poupon or get. I love it. Sigh. It's good to see you, by the way.
So I guess
Oh, that's
pepper
funny.
hoagie spread isn't an option for you either then. Pepper hoagie spread? I don't know what that is. Probably not. I mean, this looks insane. This looks like my nightmare.
Oh yeah, look at that! All the peppers and pickles.
I like pickles, but not pepperoncinis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if I really want it on a French roll like that though. That looks like a French roll. Like I'm
Yeah.
not really a French roll guy. Like not for that. Like it's not really for that sandwich. Like you'll notice like the grocery stores tend to put the generic French roll and make a sandwich like that out of there, and like it doesn't really play. Like you gotta have some ciabatta. Like you gotta have a really good like Italian roll
Something
to make that
crunchy.
work. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I always say that if it doesn't scrape the top of your mouth, you're not doing it right.
There you go. There you go. Crunch rolls. Good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I do believe Wawa has an option as well for red chili peppers and oil and vinegar. No.
Ooh. Well, I'm on board for that, but I understand if you're not as much, or you pass it all. You defer. You would relay the peppers to your
Just
husband. That's
one
cool.
by one. And then you said your third favorite sandwich was what?
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
And
That's right.
oh yeah, like and there are many different types of hamburgers. Like it's kind of another topic and onto it. So that's actually number 4. I guess we can skip that one because we are. I guess that.
Oh no, I mean we segue here. This is a good segue.
Okay.
Usually I segue hard. We could just segue right into banana flavored candy, but I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna segue into hamburger.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
So
there's no doubt. It's so good. Like,
okay. So with that, hamburger, what we're gonna start with fast food, and then we're gonna go into more of what types of like bar food.
okay.
So give me your top 3 fast food burgers. And we're going to go slow. We're going to search each one of them.
This is very interesting because you have to define what the parameters are for fast food.
Okay.
I think. Well, I'll let you define it because like that'll help. I think.
You're drunk. You want a burger.
Mm-hmm.
You have all the restaurants at your disposal. Literally all within the same distance. And you want a burger with any toppings, any whatever. You're just looking for which has the best beef patty, has the best toppings, etc. What's your first go-to?
For fast food, so fast food then, we're going to go with In-N-Out, absolutely. We're going to go with the local place here in LA called Tommy's, which is the greasiest chili burger you've ever seen in your life. Is it necessarily the highest quality burger? Absolutely not, but it's amazing. And when you try it, you'll understand. Like it's like if you know, you know. It is so good. And when you are drunk, it's perfect. It's almost better to eat at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Like seriously, it improves the quality of the burger for some reason. Like it's really the way to go. And then you got Shake Shack, which is really really good. Like actually, it's overpriced, but it's very good. Like I'm a big fan. Big
Hold
fan of
on,
Shake
I'm
Shack.
trying to see if there's any pictures. There's no pictures of Tommy's burgers.
If you go, well, oh, you have to go through Wikipedia, right? They only show you the chili fries?
They
That's a
show
little
you the chili
ridiculous.
fries served at the original
Let me bring it down
location.
some more. That can't be the only photo of food there. That's outrageous. Like the chili fries. First of all, Tommy's didn't even invent put fries in the menu like till they were halfway through their history. So they went like 30 years before even having fries to start because they would just start with potato chips. Like to think that that would be your photo of food at Tommy's in the Wikipedia article is ridiculous. Like I need to just go in there and like
And
cite an
change it
injunction.
up.
Like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. The first thing you think of is that stack. You got the giant tomato slice in the bottom, and then you've got the patty, then you got the mustard, and then you got some case if you do cheese, you got the cheese, you got the diced onions. They're not sliced onions. They're diced into little itty bitty pieces. You got a pepperoncini on the top of it, the pepper if you want it, and then the bun. The first thing you don't think of is the fries, like, and they're good. Just to be fair, like, but how could that be the only photo in the Tommy's article? Like,
Let me see
ugh.
something. Tommy's burger picture South California.
It's nuts. It just doesn't. It's weird. Like, would you go to In-N-Out and then like you would look up In-N-Out on here, and then the first thing you see is the shake? Like, what are you doing? What are we doing with this? Like, we're going to Google. Okay, you'll see it in Google. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Now that's the stuff. So that one is kind of interesting. That's not the normal configuration. The one on the left is. So if you look at the one, oh no, bring it up a bit. That one, yeah, that one right there, yeah.
That looks
and
good.
Pickles too.
Pickles sound good. I only recently rediscovered my love of pickles on a burger or a chicken sandwich. I don't know why. It's
Thank you,
just
Brett.
it's so good.
I think something about I definitely do have a passion for things like this. So
No, that's good. I like the passion.
Yeah.
I want it. That's
Yeah.
good. It's these places are tiny though. This is
Well, that's just the original location. There are actually many locations. That's just one of them. That's the first one. So like that one's tiny, yeah. But there are other ones around the area too. So they look like regular restaurants. So
sorry, I'm just gonna ignore your comment.
Pickles do not belong on chicken
We're
sandwich.
just gonna
I don't know
keep.
about.
We're just gonna keep
I don't
going.
know about that. Oh, I don't know.
I
don't
respect
know.
your opinion. I just don't agree with your opinion.
I completely agree with that, Panda.
I respect it. I just don't agree with it. What is
I know
this?
where people are. I know that the pickles are for everybody, and I understand that. So it's perfectly all right.
No.
What is that?
This looks
That's
like
not Tommy's, but it looks wild.
It looks like some
Whatever that is.
jalapeno cheddar sauce.
Ooh.
I'm afraid to click on things. That's why we're only looking at images. Oh,
I gotcha.
they have a Tommy's on Wheels.
Can the Tommy's on Wheels come to my house? I want that so bad.
Alexa, can Tommy's on Wheels come to my house?
That'd be great. Save me the trouble.
What's the second one? Shake Shack?
Yeah, Shake Shack. So now I think you're familiar with Shake Shack because Shake Shack started in New York. So.
19 years ago in NYC. Wow, area served. Look at this.
Yeah. It's a lot now. Like it used to be it was really just in the Tri-City, or not even the Tri-State. It was just like New York when the first time I ever went, like 2008. I think it was literally just New York City, like parts of New York, like 5 boroughs, and that was it. And I think they might have had one in New Jersey at the time, but they've definitely expanded. And fun fact for those of you going to TwitchCon, like yours truly, and also I understand yourself, Panda. Well, I'm excited to tell you that there is a Shake Shack on the Strip, so it's a great choice if you want something kind of not break the banky.
We haven't even considered food. Like all of this, we've not even considered food. We just nothing. I just thought that food would materialize, I think. Maybe. I don't know.
That'd be great. And I love Brett's idea too for 3-year Twitch anniversary. I don't know. Well, I have to figure out how much that costs. But a Tommy on wheels up front would be amazing. Like I would be all about it. And Sai says you made me hungry. I ordered Alfie's pizza with grilled chicken and pineapple with extra pizza sauce. That might offend some people, but that sounds great to me. Like that
Yeah.
sounds really good.
What's pizza like? Pizza sauce like marinara or pizza sauce like?
I think it's marinara.
Okay.
But
Lately, we're gonna hold off on pizza. We're gonna just hold off on pizza.
hey, King, what's up, King? Our good friend King Dambreaker is one of my mods. Like, so good to see you, King.
Hey, King. We're co-mods on Durfos.
Woo! That's right. Panda, you're part of the embarrassment. That's right. I remember this.
I am. Okay, so it was in MSG, Madison Square Park, not Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Park.
That was my first trip to Shake Shack. Was Madison Square Park. It's beautiful. That is a beautiful park.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Menu. Okay, Shake Shack burger. Here we go.
Oh, there it is. Oh,
So it's
well,
thin
so
patties
good.
with crinkle fries. Are they crispy crinkle fries?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so. Not everybody can pull off crinkle fries because usually crinkle fries evoke the spirit of like a cafeteria. So they tend to be a little soggy and very stale, but these are pretty good. So they buck the trend a bit.
Okay, how do you feel about the steak fry?
I'm not a huge steak. I don't love. Now, it depends on what you're talking about with thickness, but like if it's like this thick, no, I'm not into it.
You might
It
as
has to
well
be really-
eat a baked potato.
Right, like I want them to be reasonable. Like I don't want them to be shoestrings either, because then they just look like shavings.
Right.
So we could, there's a middle. Like we could do something in between.
Oh my god. Yeah, just baked potatoes. Just
I think it's worse than mashed potatoes because mashed potatoes are like soft. Steak fries are just chunks of potato. Like it's almost like you slice the potato into 4 pieces and you're eating one of the 4 pieces. Like,
right, before you throw them
stiff.
in the masher, like, you cut them up and then before you throw them in the masher after you boiled them, you just eat them that way.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You can make home fries with that. Why do you got to throw them? Oh my god. Don't get me started on that. Okay. So, Shake Shack. Oh my god. Red Robin fries aren't terrible. They're not great. Red Robin fries have 2 things going for them. The seasoning and the unlimitedness.
I do like the seasoning. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I do like their seasoning.
So if you can get
Pretty
me
good.
something that's unlimitedness, I'm not going to so much complain about it because I'm probably going to eat it if the seasoning's good. Plus, even with steak fries, anything could taste good with some sort of sauce. So steak fries can become a baked potato. All you need to do is dip that into some sour cream and it becomes a baked potato. If you think that Red Robin fries are trash, go ahead, dip that in some honey mustard. Turn that into some sort of surprise. I mean, there's all sorts of ways to...
Yeah. It kind of brings about a very interesting idea for an experiment. And I don't think you see fries a lot at this place, but if you ever were to go to a buffet restaurant like Golden Corral or something similar to that, and you had your baked potato station and you had fries somewhere else, what would you do if you took those fries and dipped them in the sour cream? That sounds pretty good. I would actually try that.
Yeah, fries and sour cream are delicious.
Yeah.
Because it's
King says hard. Yeah.
Hard to believe that you can screw up potatoes, but it's very few and far between. Yeah. But I like sour cream. A lot of people don't like sour cream, but I like sour cream. So, especially with a potato in any way, shape, or form. So,
I'm with that. I think I like it more than the cheese or the butter. So like if you had to pick, like if you had to take the other two out, I'm good. Like
Yeah.
sour cream's all I need.
Yep. I don't need butter on my potatoes. I don't need cheese on my potatoes. I don't really put
Oh,
cheese on
absolutely
my
not.
potatoes at
I
all.
don't think I put cheese. I don't think I put cheese on it very much, to be honest. Yeah,
But
it's usually just sour cream and chive.
I'll put cheese on cheese fries. Like Freddy's fries
Uh huh.
has cheese fries, and I will go down that rabbit hole. That is some
Hmm.
good cheese fries right there. So, okay, so we've got three of the um, fast food restaurants that you've now gone to because they're close. The only time I get cheese on a baked potatoes is Wendy's, that fake yellow cheese and crumbled bacon. Makes sense. So you've gone to three now restaurants that are fast food. Let's go to more of a pub type hamburger. So for
Yes, yes.
instance, like a cowboy burger or well, like
Yeah.
what kind of burgers are we talking?
Okay, so hopefully you can Wikipedia these.
Yeah.
My absolute favorite burger anywhere is it's interestingly really close to where I live. Like I can walk to it. It's called the Father's Office Burger, and so it's a very bougie burger because it's on like a roll and it's got like arugula and it's got like this bacon jam. It is really good. Yep, that's it. Father's Office Gastropub. That's it. There are two locations. There's one in Santa Monica. There's another one in Culver City. And I wonder if we scroll down here if we'll find the burger in this article because it's a bar, but they do have really just the greatest burger. Oh, they don't. Oh, it's too bad. It is really, really nice. It's a beautiful looking burger. And I think they have like blue cheese as their cheese, and so it's a fantastic hamburger. Like I really love it. Um, another one that's more traditional.
Hold on, we're gonna
I
look
would.
up the Santa Monica burger. Father's
Okay.
Office Santa Monica burger.
Hmm.
Images. Okay, I'm looking it up in incognito mode, just making sure that nothing bad is gonna happen when I click it. Oh wow, that looks delightful.
Yeah.
That looks
Oh, so.
delightful.
Hmm. Yeah, it's such a joy to consume.
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
yeah.
That is delightful.
Hmm.
Look at that right there. Oh my god.
Amazing.
It's so pink and delicious.
They do it perfectly. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't think they do a medium well. Like if you ask them, they're just not going to do it. Like,
Yeah.
just like you deal with it. It's one of
Yeah.
those odd little characteristics of that place, but yeah, it's fantastic. And then you can pair it with a great beer or wine. Like
Their
they have so many great beers and wines there. It's just phenomenal.
their
Like
fries look
it's
good too.
yeah. They serve the fries with a garlic aioli.
Oh, that's the best.
It's great. It's
I
great.
love it. I always ask for extra aioli and they're like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Yes." You
It's really
should have
good. Yeah,
seen this coming.
yeah.
I'm a dipper. I can't help it.
Yeah. No, respect. It's great. I mean, honestly, you could even put the burger in it. It'd be great. But
Oh
yeah, it's
yeah,
really good with the
yum.
fries. Yeah.
Okay, so next.
Okay, so the next one. It's think of it like a giant version of the In-N-Out burger. So this is called Pie and Burger. It's like a I don't know what you would call it, diner, cafe,
Pie
but it's
in.
just a pie, the letter N burger. It's in Pasadena, so this is way on the other side of town. I have to really go out of my way to go to this one. So I'd have to be really heading that way anyway in order to go there. But it is great. Pine Burger has been around a million years. They're basically just like yeah, they're just like a neighborhood restaurant, and they serve really good diner food. And this burger is really one of the best things about it. Like it's really great.
It
Oh,
is.
is it not showing up? Ah,
No.
geez, that's too bad.
Let's
It's just
do
pie,
the
the letter
Google.
N, and then burger. Um, it is more. It isn't really a nationally known place though, so it's understandable. But it's great. and it similar scenario. I think you can order it however you want. Like if you want to do a medium well or well done, you can. It's certainly possible, but this is a more um what is it? Stereotypical type burger. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, there you are. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Although the fries are good. Um, great. I'm not gonna say great. You can see they're kind of bordering. They're kind of teetering the border between regular fries and steak fries. Like they're just kind of they're
Yeah.
good. They're good.
Yeah.
But I would I actually would make I would probably sometimes order them with hash browns instead because I like hash browns more in that specific scenario.
I would order them with this frickin' milkshake. What the hell?
There you go. Oh yeah, that milkshake's good. Yeah. Look at the pies too.
Oh
Like
yeah. Pies,
yeah,
pies, pies, pies. Where's the pies? Give me
yeah,
this. Oh my god. I'm not a big fruit pie person, but I will eat the crap out of a milkshake.
yeah. I think the if yeah, some of these photos are amazing. Like you can see like one where like the sauce is spilling out of the burger. Like that's my memory of it. Like it's just so oh it's so inviting. It's like come and get me. Like absolutely. Like, come.
Right? That's great.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my god.
fantastic stuff.
All right, so what do we got for
But
number 3?
all right, number 3. For King's I love that King. Um Let me think. Okay, number three. There's so many good hamburgers though. Like honestly, like wherever you go, there's gonna be a great one. Um, gosh, let me see. Three is like a 19-way tie. Like they're all good. Like I can't pick one. Like you could okay. The apple pan would probably be a solid one. I mean, some people are kind of, but I think the apple pan's pretty good. Like it's an interesting one because I don't think they use mayonnaise in there. It's more of this like this sort of a pickle relish type thing that they use. So it's kind of more of a smoky barbecue type flavor. And the apple pan's been around a million years too. Like it's part of it's like pretty close to where UCLA is. But yeah, there you go. I mean that building is such an anachronism, isn't it? Like it's such an anomaly. It's been around for ages. You order at the bar. There it is. That's a hickory burger. Yep, that's the one. You don't get the greatest view of it from that photo, but um, yeah, it's definitely got this aromatic, like this really smoky, this hickory smoke, like aroma to it, which is just very satisfying. Like it, yeah, and it's so old school. You just go, and actually, yeah, it's actually that blurb I'm reading where it says it's the basis for Johnny Rockets. That's a very very good point. Yeah, Johnny Rock is definitely inspired by it.
I
It's
haven't
much
heard
better.
Johnny Rockets in a million years. Wow.
Yeah. It was never that great to be honest, but this one is good. Like this place is good. Yeah.
Yeah, wow, Johnny Rockets was in my mall for a long time,
Mhm.
and then it wasn't. Like one day it just like wasn't there. And we were like, seems legit. Like we
Yeah.
get it.
Oh, seriously though, like I bet you that last couple of years you barely went in there, right? Like it's in a weird spot because like it was good, but it was never good enough to keep you wanting to come back. That always was my takeaway whenever I would go. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty good, and then you just never think about it again.
Right. The kids wanted to go for the milkshakes, and that was like pretty
Hmm.
much it. But then you've got like Annie Ann's down the way, and then you've got like this place popping up, and this place popping up in the mall, and all these places that were better than Johnny Rockets and could compete. And then Johnny Rockets was just like, bleep. And everybody was like, wasn't there a Johnny Rockets there? I don't know.
That's funny.
Could have
Funny
been.
that you that yeah. It is what it is. I mean, it's like it just kind like you said, it tracks. Like when you see that happen, it's like, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, yeah.
Okay, so we've gone into the burgers galore. Let's talk about cheeses.
Okay.
Okay, because obviously we've talked about hamburgers, but not so much the cheeses that go on them. And so I see that you put in that you dislike Havarti cheese. So we're going to start with that. And then we're going to go into better cheeses that you like. So we're going to kind of start with like cheeses that we don't like, and then cheeses that we do like. So let's start with the awful Havarti cheese.
I'm just not into it. I know a lot of people like it. I just it's just weird. It's just too soft. It's too it's just strange. I can't even explain why it's strange to me, but it's because you would think squishy cheese would be good, and I do like squishy cheeses. Like there's some that are really good. Like for example, I like feta cheese. I like feta cheese a lot. I think it's great. I like ricotta cheese. I love ricotta cheese. So it's not necessarily the texture. It's just that this is just I don't know, the taste of it is just not my vibe. I just never got into it. So it's strange. I don't It's just one of those things. I had it once and I'm like I disliked it so much I never wanted to try it again. So it was weird because like I would normally not do that. I would normally give something a second chance, but it was just that it left that much of an impression on me. I just wasn't into it. So I avoid it. Whenever I see Havarti, I'm like, nah, not ordering that. I'm just gonna try something else. So
Ew.
have you had it?
Yeah. I'm trying to picture it because it's one of two images in my mind. So we're gonna look it up. So like, close your eyes if you don't want to see what it looks like.
I mean, it'd be fine to see it. I just don't like tasting it. You know, like looking at it is okay.
Oh yeah, we get. Okay, yeah. We get this by slices for my husband and I from time to time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So, and
Interesting.
especially Havarti with like spices in it, so like garlic and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good for chopping with cheeses and wine, the cheese with the
Mm-hmm.
wine.
Yeah.
But I get it. It's a texture issue. I mean, I get why
Yeah.
some people wouldn't. You know, it's a 100% texture issue.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. Like you said ricotta, and immediately my mouth just like, ugh, I can't.
Oh,
I
I
can't do
understand.
ricotta.
I understand that. Like it is a very strange. Ricotta is also a very strange texture. Like it's. I think you have to like kind of grow into it, and
Yeah.
I think, and I is it when you talk about the smell of Rivardi, do you find it to be a particularly pungent smell, or is it just more average to you?
Um, to me, it's more average.
Okay,
Um,
I forgot. That's why I was wondering.
yeah. Yeah, to me it's average.
Hmm.
Um, I'm trying to think that there's nothing that makes it stand out for me to be like, "Oh, Havarti."
Hmm.
As if to me to be like, "Oh, ricotta." Like like that's probably we probably have equal ends of that spectrum where like you
I
probably
think you're
feel
right.
about
Like
Havarti
we
how
have
I feel about ricotta.
right, right. It's similarly strong opinion about two different cheeses. Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I love it. I love it.
Do you do cottage cheese?
I've never really attempted it. I know of it. Never really tried it. I don't know what I would use it for. Like
People
it's so
eat
unusual.
cottage cheese. Ugh, I don't even know if I can look at this. People use cottage cheese with like fruit and stuff.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that's a fair question. Like why don't you could use yogurt? Like why don't you just use yogurt? Yogurt is better.
Right.
I would
Right.
It
Yeah.
says it's similar to yogurt, but like why would you need to be similar to yogurt when you have yogurt? Like just use yogurt.
See also ricotta. Right
Oh
there.
yeah. There you go.
Cottage cheese boycott. I'm just gonna. But yeah, see, pineapple, pears, peaches, and mandarin oranges is a popular with fruit dessert. I just people eat it and they're like, it's delicious. It's my favorite lunch to have, and I'm just like, I
Mhm.
don't. What are you good for you? Again, I'm happy you like
Yeah.
something, but I don't understand what you are liking. Like this, what you are doing is alien to me. Because it's
I'm
like,
reading this blurb. I guess the premise is that it's a more nutritious cheese. I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that, but it's still kind of like it still goes back to yogurt. Like yogurt is a similar, almost a similar thing. Yogurt's pretty healthy. Like I don't. You're right. Like I don't. It's just like anything that you could accomplish with cottage cheese, you can accomplish the same thing with yogurt. Like why not just go to yogurt? I don't know. This is quite a mystery to me, Panda. I'm not sure. I agree with you. When was the last time you tried it? I've never. I don't know if I've ever tried it. I've seen it. I've never actually had it. Oh, have I lost you? Have I lost your audio? I'm so sorry. Did I do something? I see you talking. I don't actually hear you. No wonder I was. Oh no, I fell off. Um, yeah, let's jump right back here. Okay. Hello, hello. Let me see something. Okay, try that. Okay. Any luck? Hello? Nope. Huh. That's strange. It's so random. Panda, can you still hear me? Okay.
test 1, 2.
There you go. I got you back. Hello.
That was really weird.
Yeah. I think they had enough of me talking about cottage cheese, so that's fine.
No, that was really weird. Like my microphone was just like, "Fuck it, we're done." Like,
Right, right.
no more
Yeah,
cottage cheese. We're done with this conversation. Okay,
that's fair.
but okay.
Okay.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So we've got cheeses. So we've started with Havarti. We don't like cottage cheese, even though we don't have to try it. But I don't like it, even though I've never tried it. So we'll see if you don't like it if we've never tried it. Well, that should be one of your bean challenges.
Oh, you're right. This should be a challenge. Like eat cottage cheese. Oh God. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh yeah. You've
That's
heard.
gonna take. It's gonna take some bits. It's gonna take a lot of bits.
But you can eat it with fruit. One of them you could eat with fruit. One
Okay.
of them
I
you
would
don't have to eat with
Okay.
fruit. The higher the bits, you don't have to eat with fruit.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well, I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Okay. All right. So,
I think I'd rather have the bean boozled.
that's great. Okay. Dun dun dun. Exactly.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay. Other cheeses that we don't like. We've mastered cottage cheese and Havarti. You said you've liked feta.
I do.
Do you like blue cheese?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I do. Just in generally, I do. I mean, I have to have it in specific things, but I still think it's good. Like I'm like it, and I really like it with the buffalo wings, and I like it with some salads, and it's pretty solid in hamburgers. So yeah, I'm a blue cheese guy. I like it.
Do you? Okay. So I don't know if I like blue cheese. I've had blue cheese, but I don't know if I'm a fan of blue cheese because the concept of blue cheese.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it chunky when you have it with like buffalo wings and stuff? Like there's a chunk to it, right?
Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I embrace the chunk. I like the chunk.
Embrace the chunk. Davy is eating a sandwich. Embrace the chunk.
Embrace the chunk.
Okay, so I don't know. Because I really like feta. Blue cheese is right there. And I've asked them, I was like, either can you take the blue cheese, like not give me the blue cheese, or can you replace it with feta? And they get really mad at me. Like I'm that Karen. And I never want to be that gal, but I'll put it to the side. Like, again, with the peppers to my husband, it's just the feta goes to, or the blue cheese just goes to the side. I want to like it. Maybe I just need to dive in. Maybe I just need to not think about the fact that it's blue cheese and just,
You will have, you'll have foods like that though. Like you're just kind of like, you can have it if you don't think about it too much. Yeah, that's solid. Like, I think you ever have like, if you have sushi, like that those rolls that have the seaweed around it. I have to just not think about it too much because if you know it's there, then it's impossible. It's much harder for me to eat that because I think seaweed tastes gross.
Oh, really?
But you can have it in the context of a sushi roll. Like, I'm good with it there, but you just have to tune it out.
Right.
Tune it out. At least I do.
I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna start with blue cheese dressing.
Okay.
That way I don't have to see the crumbles, and I can kind of like, when there's like salsa and salsa's really chunky, you can kind of just work around it and just get the dip part. I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh man, you just inspired me to add a sixth thing I don't like, which is store-bought chunky factory-made salsa. It is disgusting. It is so. Why does it exist? It tastes closer to ketchup than it does to salsa. Like I'm just.
Ooh, wait. That's good. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. There's the culprit. Yeah.
I put in chunky salt, and it was like salsa, and I was like, maybe, and it's like paste, and I was like, that's the one.
That's the one. I even said, I love how it says became chunky salsa. Like, it's so just heinous. It's heinous.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Ketchup paste.
I can't even look at that.
Ketchup paste. Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Fire mango and habanero salsa, and fire chipotle and jalapeno salsa.
No. That's not gonna save it. That's not gonna save it. When the predominant flavor is vinegar, that's not a good salsa.
Oh, wait.
It's just.
Does it tell us what the predominant? What it's made by Campbell, so we've already got a problem, because that's like Campbell's soups are just basically like do-it-yourself soups. Add water. We've basically condensed this to nothing. So good luck. At least I mean, it's from Texas, so there's that. That's true.
You would think it'd be better if that was
right?
true.
I'm trying to think why they wouldn't put, well, I guess why they wouldn't put the Picante and Honors Chili Peppers magazine. Pace took a total of 12 awards, including first place at the Pace Picante Sauce Hot Pace.
Wait a second.
Pace Picante Sauce and Saltas took top honors in their category in Chili Peppers Magazine's 2009's Fiery Food Challenge and 2009's Fiery Food and Barbecue Show Scovie's Awards competition.
I think they're talking about their extra hot ones. They're being rated based on their ability to induce Scovilles. So they're not necessarily talking about how good they taste.
Just
so
how
it's a different
hot
evaluation. Yeah. It's not the same. That is not even close to being a good. That is close to being an evaluation of how they are as an actual salsa.
Yeah.
So I mean, you have to read that carefully, because the people what people actually won awards. This won awards at some point, but it's a special variant that won awards.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Oh. Makes me ill. And you know what the worst? Like, what if you ever get with like those? And you want to really go lowest common denominator? Have that, and then get those like stale circular chips from Mission.
Wait.
The circular the tortilla chips. Like,
Tostitos?
not Tostitos are fine. Tostitos are fine. Like those are fine, but you get the ones from Mission. They're just flat and lifeless and stale. Not very tasty at all. They taste a little more like cardboard. So Mission tortillas, I think, would be it.
Mission tortillas.
Yeah, Mission tortilla chips. But they make tortillas too, which the actual tortillas are good, but the tortilla chips are pretty meh. I'm not even sure if they're gonna have photos.
No, they're not.
Yeah, but there's also generic versions of it. Just round tortilla chips, like that is quintessential, like bottom of the barrel quality tortilla chips. Like it's never even a hint of freshness in them. Like, and those are great. Like those are good chips. Those chips are fantastic. You know.
I'm just looking at all the different types of chips now. This is exciting me. I really love chips.
Yeah, there you go. Those are good.
Oh, flautas. Oh, just
flautas.
Oh my god. This is the only thing I order when we go to a Mexican restaurant. It's literally the only thing I order.
It's a good pick.
Oh, so good. Okay. Tostitos. This thing? No.
Well, that's actually kind of close. Like, and I said the Tostitos ones are fine, but
yeah.
But think of the generic version of those Tostitos. So like that, but now think of a really generic version of that.
Right.
Then you've got
stale and
the cheapest of stale and yeah. That's like, I mean, if you see them, you're like, you'll probably have one. Just to be nice, like you're like, oh, you'll dip it in the paste.
Test it out,
embrace the chunk for like a minute, and then just move on.
No, I don't even embrace the chunk. You just get the little dip. You get the side swipe where the chunk comes off, and you just get the.
No, I respect it. I respect it.
Yeah.
Like,
oh my god.
Sidestep the chunks this time. No, like, we're not embracing these chunks. No, they're not worthy of our palate.
A young girl eating tortilla chips with pico de gallo. This girl should not be this close to this pico de gallo. She's gonna overflow this bowl for first. Second of all, that chip is not gonna hold that amount, so it's gonna snap in there.
Yeah.
No.
Nah.
I don't appreciate that picture. Okay, now that I'm over that picture. Okay, we're back to cheese. So, would we... Okay, so, feta and blue cheese.
I'll give you one more.
Exactly, King. Exactly.
Oh, Siri, right? You're dead. That's on point, King. I love that. Yeah. Goodness.
There's supposed to be a chat box that's popping up, and it's just not, and I don't know what's going on. So
that's all right. I can see it. I can see it from here. But
okay.
So one that I think people might not expect. I don't like Swiss cheese. I don't like Swiss cheese. I just think it's just too sour for its own good.
I am Swiss or miss. Swiss cheese.
But I know it's a very popular cheese though, so I feel like I'm in the minority on that opinion. It's just more sour than tasty to me.
I think it's too hard. Like it's just it bends weird.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah, it is actually hard to melt. That's a good point. Yeah. And that's like that's what makes the Reuben so unusual, because it is typically made with a Swiss cheese, and like it's good within the context of pastrami and all that, but it's like if you use like provolone, or maybe not provolone. Provolone I'm kind of 50-50 on. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It's just too sharp. Like I don't want it all the time. But you do like a white cheddar, that would be better. I think that would be a better choice, at least for me. I would enjoy a white cheddar on a pastrami sandwich more.
Extra
But
white cheddar goes with like really dry wine really well.
yeah,
I got into
cakes is a
wine because of white cheddar.
yeah. It would go really good well with the crackers too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah.
Davey, are
Oh,
you
that
gonna
sounds
go
good.
after the grilled cheese?
No. I King. I'm gonna lose a friendship if I do that. Like for one, but but I wouldn't anyway. Like I eat grilled cheese sandwiches quite a lot. Like I probably at least once a week, just because it's an easy to make sandwich, and so I certainly wouldn't go after it.
Caramelized onion white cheddar, best cheese I ever had.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes, Galvos.
Yeah, babe. Was that
Uh,
from your parents? Caramelized onion white cheddar. I feel like that was from his. Yes, it was. Yeah, his parents get the best cheese. I have the best
nice.
in-laws ever, and they get the greatest products.
I love it. Nice to meet you, by the way, Galvos.
Um. Okay, so the provolone you're talking about, you said that it can be very pungent, and I agree. But if you get
Yeah.
thinly sliced provolone, it's not that bad.
No. It's in fact it does integrate really well. It's actually a very necessary component of the Italian hoagie.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no doubt. I can embrace that in a sandwich. Yeah. And meatball sub too. Like it's yeah.
Yeah.
It goes nicely in there.
So what about the king of all kings of all kings of all cheese? I'm talking, of course. Do you know what I'm talking about?
If you're about to say Kraft,
No, why would I talk about Kraft?
because it's so well known. Thank
No,
God.
no. I'm not talking about a
Okay.
brand. I'm talking,
Okay.
of course, about fresh mozzarella.
Oh, fresh mozzarella. See, that's a very important distinction. Because regular mozzarella is fine. Fresh mozzarella is fantastic.
Right.
So good.
Absolutely.
The best.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so, ew, I hate that there's mozzarella sticks. That bothers me. Okay, so although
Yeah.
they should be separated, then again, on thought. So I had this for lunch. I have this for lunch almost every day. Okay. I have salami, fresh mozzarella, drizzle of balsamic vinaigrette, and then the balsamic will go ahead and glaze in the bowl, and then I have these thin Triscuits that are Parmesan cheese, and I'll dip the Triscuit inside the balsamic, let it sit for a second so it absorbs, and then eat that.
Yeah, there it is.
It is.
That's living it. That's living.
That's my Italian background right there. That's saying, hey, I still exist as an Italian, even though I have red hair and pale skin.
But you feel it inside your blood, and that's important.
I do.
The important part.
I do.
Yeah.
And I brought us here because we're gonna talk about
Ooh, yeah.
It's time.
Let's go. And so look, I think, but we'll keep this segue going. When you have not truly had pizza until you've had one with fresh mozz. So when you go to Brooklyn and go to the original Grimaldi's under the bridge, I hope it's still around. I don't know if it is, or a place like it, and have the fresh mozz with the sausage or whatever have you. That is the pizza. That is grassroots pizza. It is like game changer. Like it's with a fresh mozzarella, it is fantastic. It just changes everything. It's so good that like even like those kind of like I wouldn't even call it, I mean kind of a knockoff, but they're sort of related to the original Grimaldi's, but the Grimaldi's in other parts of the country, sort of a subsidiary of Grimaldi's. It's not 100% the same, but they do the same thing, and I really like it. I think fresh mozz is the way to go. Like, so, I just wanted to just put a little PSA, like fresh mozz on pizza is and when I say fresh mozz, and we both are on the same page here, that's fresh mozz,
Yep.
not just like this block where you shave it off and grate it. No, that's processed mozz. Very different.
Yep. Oh god, this looks so good.
Yeah.
So here we are. We've arrived at pizza. Okay. Here we are. So let's start with you. Okay. Why did you put pizza on the list? Let's start with that. Where do your pizza beginnings start? What got you into, like, when you were young? What kind of pizza did you eat, etc.?
I think a lot of times we ate pizza. A lot of the standard stuff, just the local pizzeria, and and then Domino's and Pizza Hut sometimes, just depending on what kind of deals they had. So that's the kind of pizza I grew up on, like just really basic, not that exciting, like definitely not a cannon pizza by any means, because I know you were being from New Jersey, like you would know the true pizza is there, like the real pizza is there. The real pizza is in New York, new real pizza is in Connecticut. Everything else is just kind of like some kind of variation of that. And maybe if you want to be really hardcore, you could say the real pizza is in Naples, I guess. I'm not sure, but Anyway, pizza as I knew it in California is what I grew up on. And as far as what was on it, most of the time it'd be either the combo pizza, so like pepperoni and mushrooms, onions, bell peppers, and sausage, or it would be just pepperoni and some mushrooms, or it would be sausage and mushrooms, or it would be Hawaiian pizza. For some reason, my family really liked that Hawaiian pizza a lot. We ordered it a lot. Like my relatives or my family would always
My
have that
family did
somewhere in
too.
there. Oh yeah, right on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the pizza I grew up on.
Okay, so I don't judge you, by the way. I don't want you to feel like I'm judging you for the pizza because I'm from Jersey. I don't want you to feel like, I mean, I grew up eating Domino's and Pizza Hut too, even though we also had a pizzeria around the corner because of the deals and things like that.
Yeah.
It's because I've gotten older and tried other pizzerias that I've become this like stupid snob where where like when when people are like art snobs because they're wrong. I'm wrong for feeling this way. When people are art snobs because they feel like they've seen so much art that they feel
Mhm.
like they actually know something. That's me. I'm the stupid. I am stupid by thinking that I've seen enough pizza that I know what's right. And then I was discovered wrong. I was like, the only good pizza that's in New Jersey. And I found pizza that I liked in Kansas City. I was proved wrong. I know that I'm wrong. But I still like to talk shit about pizza. So I'm still going to do it. And that's my rant. That's my heartfelt rant. So
Okay.
let's talk shit about pizza. So you said your favorite toppings are what?
Well, that's not my favorite toppings per se. It's
Mhm.
just that's just what I grew up on.
Okay.
Like that's what my parents would pick. I
Okay.
think if I were to go to my favorite toppings, it's really just pepperoni and
Okay.
sausage and mushrooms. It's pretty much the biggest ones. And sometimes sometimes I go expand on that, but those are usually it.
Okay. So but are you the type that if somebody walks in the room and brings in a pizza and it has all sorts of toppings on it, would you say, no, it has blank toppings, I won't eat it? Is there like a topping that you just like won't eat?
I think the only really obvious one would be anchovies. Although I tried it one time, it was fine, but I don't think anyone even does that. That's sort of an old, outdated thing. I don't even know if people even sell anchovies in pizzas anymore. So that's as close as I got. Um, though I will say mayonnaise in the pizza, because one time Domino's was trying to do like a bacon cheeseburger pizza, and they had mayonnaise in it. Like, why are we putting mayonnaise in the pizza? Like, that didn't play with me. So that's one. But that's not a topping. That's a sauce. It's a little different.
Right.
Let me see. Try to think.
Even a combo of two things that maybe you won't
Yeah.
like.
It's interesting because like I like veggie pizza a lot. I'm all about that because it feels better. Like it seems cleaner, even though it probably isn't. Like
Right.
I'm into that. I think one thing I wouldn't do on pizza is fish. Like I don't think anyone's attempted this, but if anchovies is sort of fish, but not really. But if someone tried to do a fish pizza, I would not. I would not touch that. I'm like, that's all you. Like you can have that one. I'm not doing that one. um, is that it? I guess that's it. I can't think of anything specific. Like I'm thinking. I mean, Hawaiian. I've just kind of gotten tired of it, but it
Right.
isn't offensive. It's like I can still have it. It'd be fine. So I guess fish is it. Like fish is the only one that I would literally just walk away from. Like I'm not hungry. I would never be so hungry that I would be willing to try that.
Right. Like that's on you. Thank you, but no thank you. Thank you so
Yep.
much, but no.
Yep.
Yeah, you are that's good for you. Like for me, it has nothing to do with the pizza itself. Like I'd be the type to be like, "Oh, this is pizza. It's from such and such. Okay, whatever. I'll still eat it." But there are toppings that I still won't eat. Like I guess it makes me a pickier eater. Cuz if it's like, "Oh, we have spicy sausage on it," I won't eat it cuz it's spicy.
Okay.
Oh, we have, pepperoncinis on it. I'll take the pepperoncinis off, but I'll still eat it.
Hmm.
There are certain things that, like, I still, luckily, if my husband's around, I can pick off. But I'll still eat the pizza. I'm not like, I don't throw it out the window. What I really like for pizza is, yes, chocolate pizza. I was just about to say that, Gibson. Um, I was talking about chocolate pizza. That is very delicious. And then, crap, I lost my thought. What's really good on pizza is a lot of other things that I can't think of, but that's fine. Chocolate pizza was exactly where I was going. Have you had chocolate pizza before?
I think I've had like a brownie pizza, which isn't really a pizza, it's just a brownie. So I've not had. I don't think I have had chocolate pizza.
It's
That's good. I'm like, is it a regular pizza with chocolate on it, or is it a chocolate crust with regular pizza stuff on it? That's.
Let me get you a picture of chocolate pizza and make
Is it
sure
a?
that it is PG.
That's a good point. It's a very, very good point.
So, I mean, basically, what it is.
Chocolate pie would take you down roads that we probably wouldn't would be very questionable for this platform. All right.
Consider it a lunchable that you smear like chocolate onto, and then your favorite like toppings.
Okay.
I mean, that's the best way that I can describe it. You have your crust, and then you get actual melted chocolate. You melt the chocolate, you put it in the middle, you let the chocolate dry, you go ahead and you put your
Yeah.
toppings on it.
Oh, so it's kind of like a pastry then.
Yeah, yeah, I would
Okay.
say that. People put
Yeah.
strawberries on it, or nuts, or toasted
Mhm.
marshmallows. You could bake
Okay.
it, or you could not bake it.
Yeah.
Put it in the
Okay.
fridge. Um, mushrooms, onions, olives, wood roll meat, ham, wood fired oven. Okay, so where? So fast food restaurants. Who is the winner of pizza?
I think right now it's Marco's. Marco's is really good. They're tough for. They don't really have one near my neighborhood, but when I'm visiting family back in my hometown of Oxnard, California, which is about 90 minutes from where I live. And I live in LA, so like it's usually about 90. Yeah, there it is. Marco's Pizza. Yeah. It's probably the best for now. Like none of the chains are really great, but Marco's is definitely a lot better than like other ones are. So I think you know, it's pretty good. It's like it's got that great sausage. Like the sausage is really good. So I think that's the one. Like if you're talking about national chains, like it's
Yeah, national chains. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's gonna be the winner. Yeah. Pizza's good too though. Like pizza's good. Like it's your good curveball because like you want that pan pizza and Pizza Hut delivers. Like it's really good for that. So
Right. That's what I was gonna say. The pizza that I like to do is change it up, and I'll go ahead and I'll make the sauce barbecue, and I'll put chicken on it,
mhm.
and I'll make it a barbecue chicken and onion pizza, and that way I don't have to
Ooh.
tell my mind that I'm eating Pizza Hut or Domino's pizza. I could say I'm eating or Jets. Jets to me is the by far. I don't know if you've ever had Jets. Is by far to me my favorite fast food
Ah, I've not
pizza.
had a Jets.
Yeah.
Nice.
They
Yeah.
make a square pie, but it's really real. Like it's not a Detroit pie. It's just square,
Oh.
and it's really buttery.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like that. But
You
yeah,
good?
I usually get that as a barbecue and chicken and onions, and that way I'm like, hey, I'm eating something that isn't a pizza, and I'm it's fine. So let's talk about Chicago. Let's talk about Chicago pizza. Yay, nay. How do we feel about all the Detroit, Chicago, New York?
Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. It's pretty good. You have to have it. I'm not gonna. It's something you have to have once in a while. There's just no way you can eat that consistently. It's too much. Like it's so much. It's so thick. It's so dense. It's so much stuff. It's you have to work up an appetite for it, and then even after the fact, you're just like, oh, I'm so full for like over like almost a day. So I when you're in the mood for it, it's great. But the other half of that is this is not a pizza. Like it's made out of cornmeal. It's kind of coming out of the pan, right? But it's like you're putting this cheese and really ridiculous amounts of cheese and sauce in there. The crust is like such a bit player in this concoction. I kind of see it as more of like a pie. I mean, it's a pie, which theoretically is also a pizza, right? But
It's a
I don't feel like
casserole.
this is. It's more of a casserole to me too. I find it to be more casserole than pizza. Yeah, but it's good. Like it's good, and you have to really be hungry to
Yeah.
enjoy this.
Hmm.
Um, but when you are, it's great. I do like it.
Yeah, I've had it before and I do enjoy the taste. It's just to me like it's not. It should be its own category.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it should just be. I just think that it should just be its own category. Um, and then what about Detroit style pizza?
I don't know if I've ever had the official one. I've had things that are like it. I really want to try it. It reminds me a lot of Sicilian. I don't know what the difference is between that and Sicilian, but I know there are differences. Like they seem to have a lot of like spiritual relations with one another.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm just looking at that photo and I'm like, yeah, it just reminds me of Sicilian. Like it looks like a Sicilian pizza, but it's not because why? I don't. I guess it's not because there's no actual crust around the edge. Like I'm seeing it here, and it's like that looks very good. Just for what
It
it's
does look
worth.
very good. This actually
Yeah,
does look like Jet's pizza. This Jet's, I guess, is
yeah,
Detroit style pizza because it's got a buttery edge
yeah.
to it.
I think that's what it is. It's the difference is that the crust isn't really there is no bordering crust, whereas Sicilian is this, but you have a bordering crust around it as well. So,
Let's look it up. Sicilian. Oh God, I'm gonna spell this
yeah.
horribly. Sicilian style pizza.
Hmm. Yeah, there's room for all of these in my life. They all are very good, and I mean, the go-to is still going to be the thin crust, the crispy thin crust, New York style. But these are nice to have in your rotation, and it is always nice to have that option wherever you live.
Oh,
Um,
that's right. The Sicilian style is basically tomato pie.
oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
So it's
The tomato, yeah, that is true. It is. I forgot that like you don't really have the cheese on the top; it's on the bottom, or it may not even be cheese. It may not even have cheese. It might just be just. It might be just the crust and the tomato sauce.
Yeah, it could just be just a tomato pie. This is the stuff that we got at lunch.
Ooh.
This is the stuff that we would get in lunch and trays. It would fit
Mm-hmm.
perfectly in our lunch trays, and we would get this.
Ooh. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think I've had the extremely authentic, like the one on the bottom right.
No.
I've not tried that one. That looks really good too.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't think I've tried this one as well. But these all look so cheesy and delicious.
Yeah, yeah. So you can see it's very subtle, but if you look at the Spumoni Gardens one and the other one that you're pointing, or that one too,
Mhm.
they have that little edge of crust on the outside on the outside rim.
Right.
Detroit just kind of like take that out of the picture. It just goes, we're going hardcore cheese all the way to the edge, which is it's interesting. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, pizza's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't there pizza in my mouth right now? All right, so we're still talking about food. We've. Do you feel like we've accurately covered pizza?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
All right,
absolutely.
cool. So let's talk about tacos. Let's
Tacos.
talk about tacos.
Have you ever not been in the mood for a taco? Like I've been in the mood for a taco. I can be convinced to eat a taco every day of my life. I've never been in a position where like I don't feel like tacos at all today. Even if you feel like you kind of don't, you think in your head you don't want tacos, you can be persuaded to like a taco. This is the only food where I have this situation. Um, 'cause you're gonna get tired of pizza once in a while. You're gonna get tired of sandwiches once in a while. You're gonna get tired of beer once in a while. You get tired of steak once in a while. Tacos, I'll never get tired of. Like we can make it work. No matter where I am, how healthy I am, or whatever's going on, I'm always gonna be in the mood for a taco on some level. So you
Yeah,
just can't go wrong.
I agree. Are you a soft shell or hard shell person?
I think right. I mean, it might just be just a sign of my age, but soft all the way. Like I like them both, but soft tacos are number one. That's how that's the original taco. Like that one right there, Taco al Pastor. That is authentical. Like it is good. So that is my preference. I like the soft taco, and even Taco Bell lately. I've been going more soft shell than soft taco than hard taco. It's just easier for me. Like like I enjoy the crispy taco, but I just feel like it's nice to have that convenience of being able to easily put it in your mouth rather than the other way where you're like you're like just working around it. Yeah, like kind of like that. A lot of gymnastics involved with like hard shell tacos. Like,
um, yeah, I mean, this is also where sour cream comes in. I just
mhm.
will put so much sour cream on my tacos. Are you a guacamole person?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'm a big old fan.
And or beef, chicken, fish,
All of them,
all of
all of them.
them? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. This, if you walk into a Mexican restaurant, are you going to get tacos or are you going to get something else?
It really depends on which one. If it's a taco shop, well, then the answer is obvious, right? Um, but if it's a casual like takeout, it's a lot. It's gonna be maybe 3/4 of the time it will be tacos. And if not tacos, it's gonna be something that has the taco in it. So like a combo plate, right? Or an enchilada plate with has a taco. Even if you
Right.
don't order a taco, you're still at a taco. This is how this when I was younger, I would order nachos from one of the takeout places around here, and I'd add a taco at the end of it because I'm like, well, I still want to try something with a different meat, so
Right.
I would add a taco. So Yeah, almost like it's a 90% success rate with tacos. Like, and when it's not, then usually what you're doing is you're having a burrito, which is almost the same thing. It's
Right.
yeah.
That makes sense. What about taco salad?
Yeah, I like it because I have to be eating fewer carbohydrates these days, so I embrace this a lot now. Like I think the problem with taco salad is more of or the situation of more of the stigma of cultural appropriation that comes with it. But I don't really take it that seriously. I think it's fine. Like I'm good with it. Like I think it's good. We call them tostadas just so people know. Like it's really a tostada. Like you see how like this one has like the shell.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it is ultimately just a tostada. Like if you just have a tostada without the shell, then yeah, it's pretty much a taco salad. So um, I am a fan because, as I was saying, like it does help a little bit nutritionally because then it's not such a burden with all the extra bread in your system. So I'm really a fan of that. Like I want to kind of cut down on that on sugar. So from that standpoint, am very much in favor of taco salads. Like I think it really will reduce that. And sometimes I even say, I certainly will not order rice in it, and I might even do fewer frijoles in there. Like I might just do less beans because that will also help. Less reduce the amount of sugar in your taco salad. So,
Right.
um, I'm all about it. I'm
All
good with
right.
all of it. Yeah,
All sounds really, really good. We've
yeah.
been talking a lot about food.
This should have been. I should have written this in the non-disclosure agreement when there would be a lot of food talk during this spot.
um, so I'm gonna end with not end, but I'm gonna end with two things regarding food.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about two dislikes, and then we're gonna come up to a few more likes.
Okay.
So tell me about banana flavored candy.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Bananas taste awesome. Banana pudding is awesome. Banana pastries are awesome. Banana bread is awesome. Banana pie is awesome. Why can't they make this taste good in candy? Like, it tastes like medicine. Like, I don't want to eat medicine. I want candy. It's just never really worked out. I think they just haven't figured out the formula.
Yeah. What is it? Runts candy that
Mhm.
has the little banana in it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about the runts. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't had that in a while. What do you think of it? Just as bad, right?
I love banana. I love artificial banana and everything. I love.
Oh wow. Okay, okay. I
I'm
see
the
why you got
type
to
of
this.
person that like everything is
Ah.
artificial banana. Um,
Well, this is a really good place to be because like I'd be love to hear your thoughts on this. Like what do you enjoy about the flavor of banana in I mean I think Runts actually does probably a better job than most with the banana flavor, but
yeah.
um
I mean, for me, it's completely different than a banana.
mhm.
It's just throw it out the window. It has nothing to do with a banana.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just tastes sugary
Mhm.
and it tastes sweet and it's kind of like soury a little bit
Mhm.
and it just has its own flavor. I don't know. I know it's an acquired taste. There are people, you are not alone. My brother
Mhm.
will go out of its way to avoid anything banana or banana flavored. Um, but
Yep.
that I thought that was very interesting that you put that on there.
Yeah, it's and I think I think we have the same argument, but we're in different directions. So like it tastes nothing like banana. Oh, I love the taste of banana. And I want it to taste more like regular banana. Maybe that's my objection to it. But
Right.
I don't have a problem with anyone else that likes it because I certainly see where you're coming from too.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm the weirdo. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem, it's me. You're fine. Now tell me about I don't even know if it's gonna be on here. I really hope it's not.
No, look up tomato pie. Look up
Okay.
tomato pie. I call it mayo pie because we watched some YouTube videos on our channel on the Sandwich Show which were some recipes for tomato pie. Southern tomato pie is the one you want
Oh, okay.
because that's the one they're trying to. So that's Italian tomato pie. That's great. Not the same thing at all. But Southern tomato pie is gross. Like it's
Ew.
yeah, you see that? It's gross. Like why do people think this is good? It's
Oh my God. What?
I, I mean
All right, I'll read this
yeah.
out loud without cringing for our people at home. The Southern tomato pie is a tomato dish from the southern United States. It consists of a pie shell with filling of tomatoes, sometimes with basil or other herbs, covering a topping of grated cheese mixed with either mayonnaise or white sauce. It is considered a summer dish to be made when tomatoes are in season. A sweet version called green tomato pie uses buttered and sugared green tomatoes with a recipe dating at least as far back as 1877. The taste has been compared to that of green apple pie, the sweet version, less common than the savory southern tomato pie. Mayonnaise, huh?
Yeah, and what they don't tell you is that the proportion of mayonnaise to tomatoes is outrageous. It's like maybe 2 tomatoes slices and then like 5 cups of mayonnaise.
Oh,
So bad.
God.
It's so bad. And then like 5 pounds of cheese. Like it's so if you don't you never have to watch a horror movie this year. Just watch a YouTube video of people making southern tomato pie.
Oh my
That'll gross you out for the
gosh.
rest of the month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
my gosh.
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm glad we just stuck that in the middle there and then just moved along. Just moved along. All right.
Yeah.
So
It's not Cowboys.
no. No. Okay, so let's talk about music because I know you have a piano right next to you. So let's talk about why you put music on the list. What inspired you? What specifically about music? What were your thoughts? Were you thinking piano? Or were you thinking about like top 40 on the radio? Like what music?
Everything, like all of it. Yeah. I mean, I grew up with it, you know. My mom's a piano teacher and my grandfather really loved listening to music a lot when I was little. And we love to sing along to songs as a family. And I mean, we don't, but we don't do it a lot. But I mean, when we are in the car rides or whatever, when we're at parties, so I've always been into music for sure. Maybe I don't. I love going to concerts. I just feel like I don't do it enough, and that's kind of always been the thing that sticks with me. Like I feel like I don't do enough exploration with music, but I had some periods where I really did. When I was in college, I really got into indie music, and you don't really see a lot of that on the Sandwich Show, but like I really did love like all the college station type music of the 2000s. It was really good stuff. Like
Yes.
amazing. Like let me just give you some names. Like Imogen Heap
Yeah.
and yeah, the Yeah Yeah Yeahs, the Arcade Fire.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Saffron Stevens.
Yep.
Like these are all these acts like I got to know when I was in college, and then like in the years after that. Aqueduct, Cut Copy, LCD Sound System. It's kind of amazing to be like that rare like 2 to 3 year period where I was actually cutting edge with music. Like the rest of the time I've been listening to such old music. Like with that one like decade, like really had like a feel for like music as it was at the time. And it was cool. Like it was really fun. So you're familiar with a lot of these? That's really great. That's really great.
Yeah, Galvus and I are really big indie heads. I mean, even to this day, that's all we listen to. And so
Yeah.
it's funny because even in like karaoke stuff, I was like, oh, maybe I can go ahead and sing, Maps, Yeah Yeah Yeahs, or maybe I can go ahead and sing from Shovels and Rope, or maybe some of the Stomp and Holler stuff, or some of the indie stuff, and people don't know that. I should get something a little more known, and a little more upbeat.
There was some crossover, right? Like Fleet Foxes is a good example of a really good crossover group. Yeah. So like that they were big. Like when they had that first album, like they were big. Like they
Yeah.
definitely moved the needle.
I
Feist
Oh
was another
God,
one. Like
Feist.
that's yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
had I had I don't know if you know Pumper Pair. I had them learn Fleet Foxes. I had most of the music streamers that I know learn Reckless Eric, do Whole Wide World
oh
from
yeah,
because that was
yeah.
our wedding song. Um,
Wow.
so that was our wedding song. So I had all of them learn it and do it from sub
Yeah.
goals or whatever, whatever thing.
Mhm.
But
That
yeah,
is amazing. I really, you know, Reckless Eric, that definitely jogs a memory. It's really cool. And then I was just thinking of like a couple of those Iron and Wine,
Iron and Wine is
and then
fantastic.
yeah, the Postal Service
I was gonna say the Postal
and
Service and Death Cab for Cutie.
Death
Um,
Cab, absolutely. Yeah.
but what I was thinking is that Iron and Wine is what I walked down the aisle to, but it wasn't that version. It was a female version doing it completely different.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
Will Follow You Into the Dark is what I walked down, and then Iron and Wine is a another song. It meant something. I don't remember what it was,
Yeah.
but we had the three songs.
I have to give a lot of credit to two particular places. Pitchfork Media. That website kept me current. That website was really great in its day. It might still be around, but in the back in the days, Pitchfork Media really helped me figure out what was good, what was current, what was happening. And it has been such a great journey getting to know all the music. And then the other thing, because this is before Spotify, like we didn't have a Spotify yet. We did barely even have Pandora at that time. I think it was around, but it wasn't really a big thing. Um, but let's just let's just call it peer-to-peer sharing services helped us connect with the music that we ultimately got to know in our college days. Like that was it for me. Like downloading music off of these sites,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes they'd be mislabeled artists, and like you just
Yeah, right.
I miss that. I miss like finding new music. It's hard for me to figure out what new music is anymore because like I just don't know where to look. And part of that is that, but part of it is just my trepidation in trying. But I should try because like there is a lot of great music out there. You know, like I mean, some of the biggest names are part of that, like Ed Sheeran and Taylor Swift. We talked about. Everybody knows about who Taylor Swift is,
Right.
um, and Shawn Mendes, Bruno Mars, Katy Perry. Like, there's a lot of really great music. There's a lot of really great musicians out there. Like, it's pretty good stuff. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's so
yeah.
easy to find now with Spotify and
Hmm.
Pandora and anything. I mean, TikTok. You freaking name it, you can find music pretty much anywhere at this point. And
Yeah.
background of Apple commercials. I mean, you can.
You'd be surprised how much you can how much you can be inspired by Apple commercials.
Right? Well, Feist was on
Yeah.
there, wasn't it? Wasn't she?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Feist. I think a lot of people found Feist through the Apple commercial, like the iPod.
Mm-hmm.
What was it, iPod or whatever they were
Yeah, I think
doing at the
so.
time? Yeah.
And then, oh God, what was it? There was a car commercial, and I could hear the song.
There are a couple of them. Like
Yeah.
there's the one that like it's close. I think feels so close that I was born to love you. Like that one.
Oh
But
yeah.
there's another one. Yeah, that's like yeah, that car commercial put the band in the back.
Yeah, I can't
Good
think of
song
it.
though.
Yeah.
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 I don't know. Do you? Yeah, but I hope Pitchfork is still doing well because honestly, like it really shaped a lot of like my ability to understand and really appreciate music of the time. Like it was really great.
Yeah, it looks like it's still around.
It's
Looks like
good.
it's still functioning. Founded 1995, 28 years ago.
Hmm. Yeah, money, money in its day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I think one of the cool things about this decade is that you can find a lot of music, old and new. Um, by way of just following people on Twitch, because then you find out what other people get into,
Yep.
new and old. And I've learned a lot since being on Twitch, and I wonder if you have too.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's weird. If you go ahead and check out this song list for a minute.
Okay. Yeah, you're right, Gibson. Absolutely. Absolutely. Finding music is tough. Okay, so we got. Let me look at your most played list.
Well, all of
Oh,
this is
definitely.
piano right now. So all of this is piano. This is not my full
Okay.
list.
Okay. Yeah, Shovels and Rope. There's the trip. There's the Fleet Foxes. Yeah. Yeah, the Decemberists. Yeah. I love those guys. Those guys were good. Or that guy was good. Whoever, I forget if it was a single guy or was like an entire group, but that's a great group. Great act for sure. Yeah. And then Lord, we both know Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, well, the Iron and Wine song is interesting because in your song list, because it was a postal service song first, and it was
Yep.
much faster than they did it, and they ground it down to a halt,
I
basically. And it
know,
was
right?
yeah, a great rendition though. Yeah, and you got the Beatles, you got Genesis, they're pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, I think we all know Maps. That's pretty good. Let's see, Bruno Mars. Yep.
Some pop in there, some indie.
Yeah, you got a little of everything here, but definitely a lot of that college radio lean. Yeah, this is great. Like Ingrid Michaelson is a band that is an artist my sister got into. So that's how I found out about Ingrid Michaelson. Very good. Oh yeah, you got Yellow Card and Third Eye Blind too. So even like a connector to the '90s. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah. So and like I said, that's all just piano stuff. So that's not all
yeah.
my guitar stuff when I'm practicing guitar and doing that.
Hmm.
But yeah, so okay, we talked indie, and you and I definitely should talk indie offline because I'm curious as far as other stuff that you're interested in. I
I'll be
think
glad to talk
that
about it. Yeah.
Twitch is a great opportunity to meet other streamers, and that's why I think TwitchCon is. I might be glued at your hip at TwitchCon because I don't know
Oh, no
many
worries.
people, and I
I'd be
think
glad to.
introduced me. Yeah.
I'd be glad to. Yeah,
All my
absolutely.
business cards come in on Saturday. There's 250 of them, so it should be enough, hopefully.
You're gonna get so many new potential interviewees
I hope
from this
so.
experience. I'm very excited for you. Like
Thank
this is gonna be
you.
great.
Yeah. All right, so some last things here. Let's talk about travel. So where's the top 3 greatest places you've ever been?
Top that I've been Hawaii. I
Okay.
think it's an obvious low hanging fruit answer. But when my family and I went many years ago, it was such an awesome experience. So Hawaii is definitely one.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't traveled to a lot of places. Maybe I say that I've traveled to a lot of places, but not a lot of continents. So I've really not been outside of North America, unfortunately. So um, I'm hoping to change that. But so with knowing that, I can say that those are my like that's one of them. Um, New York was really New York has been really fun. Um, it's restless, but it's exciting, and I've got to know so many people there. We had so many fun experiences the few times I've been. Um, Definitely not a place I'd want to live. It's good to visit, and then when you after a few days, you're like, okay, I'm ready to go back.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's so busy.
We go
Um,
for a day. When we take the train into New York, we literally go
mhm,
from like 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m. and then we're like,
mhm.
we've seen New York for the day. We're good.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. And then after that, I don't know. Like it's top three. I mean, San Francisco certainly very satisfying place to visit a lot of times. And now I have a lot of people I know up there. Like I have just as many. Actually, I know a lot of people in both places. Like it's really cool. Um, I don't think I'm going to use San Francisco because I was really inspired by going to Seattle last year. Finally getting to go there and seeing how things are. It really does have its own personality, and I really enjoy that. And I think it's really cool to be there. Um, I've really grown to appreciate it a lot in the last 2 decades, and even more so now that I've known some good friends who happen to be in Seattle as well. And I think that made a big difference. So I think that is charming enough where multiple times I've thought about moving there. Like I really like what I really like it there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A lot of different looks and crannies to the area. Um, and it's not as expensive as San Francisco is. Really, not very many places at all are about as expensive as San Francisco. I really New York is like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You go West Coast or East Coast, and it's expensive, and then you come to places in the middle like Kansas City, and you're just like, oh, okay.
Right. Right.
Do we start a GoFundMe for Davey to go to at least Canada?
I can go to Canada. I think that's a matter of time. I feel like we'll be good to that because like I've definitely thought of going to both. Actually, King, really interesting that you mentioned that. Um, there could be some ruminations about a trip to Canada, specifically province of Ontario, and I'm not sure if I'm going to commit to it, but it's certainly on the table. I'm going to think about it. Just depends on how much it's going to cost, but um, because there are a lot of potential friends I could be meeting from Twitch over there, whether it's Toronto or Ontario. It'll be a very, very fun time. So I think, I mean, I'll take the GoFundMe if you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard about DinoCon. That just sounds like a really fun time. Oh, you're south of San Francisco. I didn't realize that, Gibson. That's so cool. That's super cool. I was actually going to mention. I was actually going to write this in text, but yeah, Gibson's comment about Pitchfork. I'm not surprised. It's a bummer, but it also was a great run. So I do appreciate what they did when they were in their heyday. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. So Dallas is Toronto is a great city to visit. That's cool too. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I still have a lot to visit, Panda. Like I have only really touched like the tip of the iceberg, really.
It's just everywhere. Like I was like, oh, in New York, and you're like, oh yeah, New York. I've been there. Blah blah blah. I've seen that place. I've eaten pastrami there. And then oh yeah, that's in LA or in San Francisco. I've gone ahead and seen that. And I'm like,
Hmm.
damn kid, you've been everywhere.
I have been to a
Like,
bunch of cities. Yeah, I've been. I can roll out what I've been, what cities I have visited. So Honolulu,
mhm.
Waikiki. So yeah, Honolulu, Seattle, Denver. It actually is quite a bunch. Like Portland, dude. This is actually kind of wild. Like,
You should get one
yeah,
of those maps where you scratch them off.
Oakland. Yeah, yeah. The Oakland, San Francisco, of course. Santa Barbara, I lived there for 4 years, so that's not that's a little bit of a smaller kind of a city. LA, of course, I live here. San Diego, very underappreciated. It's really awesome. Like I actually would rather TwitchCon be in San Diego. San Diego is a really good place for TwitchCon. It was great last year. It was an awesome spot. Vegas, a million times. Very familiar with Las Vegas. Phoenix, Arizona. I've been to let's see. I went to Orlando. I mentioned Orlando. I had a layover in Houston. Does that count? I don't think that counts.
No.
So no on that. And then yeah, I mentioned New York. I've been to Cabo San. No, I was not in Cabo. I was only in Cabo San Lucas for a layover. It was just for a what's it called? Connecting flight.
Yeah.
Mexico City. Yeah, Oaxaca. Yeah, I was young, but those were really fun ones. Um, Acapulco. I was
Ooh.
very young back then. Yeah. So a lot of next cities in Mexico too. So those are the cities I've been to so far. I think. Um, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I might have missed? I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Pretty much every major city on the West Coast I've been to at this point, which is awesome. Like
Yeah.
I think that's really cool.
Yeah. I'm jealous. I've seen Seattle.
Hmm.
Stops there.
Oh, okay, but that's pretty good. Like Seattle's
I've
a cool
seen
vibe.
most of the East Coast, but I've seen Seattle. That's all. That's as much as I can say.
Well, it's all right. I mean, there's a lot to talk about on the East Coast too, so
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. So the final thing that I want to talk about in the last 5 minutes that we got here, let's talk about let's talk about games. So, what type of games are we referring to? I know that you are. Are you talking about community games? Or are we talking about games that you like to play by like on stream or with your friends, or what kind of games are we talking?
Yeah, that was the idea. Like it's essentially when I was putting these out there, I wanted to be as vague as I could, just so I could kind of extrapolate the answers as I go. So yes, those are the games I was thinking of, like video games, board games, things that you can play on stream. I think that's the crust of what I think of when I think of games. So I really do like playing games. Like I really like playing trivia games and board games and puzzle games. Those are my three favorite types of games. Like those are fun, really fun. And then after that, I think platform games would be like my favorite thing, and then adventure games. I think, but you really need to commit a lot of time to an adventure game, so you
Right.
have to be willing to invest hours and hours of your life in that game to get the most out of it. Um, Outside of that, sports games are good. So golf with your friends, sort of a sports game. Like that's a fun one. I do like I do like party games a lot. So like Super Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. Though I consider those to be party games. Like those are really really fun, and they're extremely fun to have to play. Well, naturally speaking, on stream or with or at parties. And yeah, sure, Pong's looks good too. I'm down with Pong. Pong is fun.
Yeah, no, I love this picture right here. It's this mom. So what about things like Jackbox and all of those? Do you get
Yeah,
down
yeah.
with those?
I didn't know. You guess that kind of falls into the trivia category. So
Okay.
Jackbox is very much in vogue with that. Yeah.
Okay. And then with you were talking about puzzle games and things like that. What about like Portal? Is that to count as a
Oh, I've heard about Portal. Looks amazing. I've not tried it yet. It looks really, really good.
Oh my
Like I've
gosh.
seen the streams. People who play Portal on stream. Like I love Portal. It looks really, really fun.
So if you get Portal 2, two people can play at the same time
Hmm.
and can go through the motions at the same time and they work together. If you ever
Wow.
want to play with me, I have Portal 2. We could
Okay.
put some time aside and I will work with you with this puzzle.
I would. I might. Yeah,
It's a
that sounds
time
great.
commitment, so you don't have to say
Okay.
yes. This is you have no commitments. I'm just letting you know that if that's something that tickles your fancy sometime in the
Hmm.
future, you have a buddy.
Well, thank you for that. Like I think that's a great offer. I appreciate you for offering that.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that we can procure that time, and it would be really fun to do a co-op game. Buddy games are great. Like another one that I see a lot is It Takes Two, like a really good buddy game. Buddy games are really good for Twitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then CoStar is a little rough. I find Video Ninja to be much more stable.
Hmm.
Whoa, Portal 2 is $1 right now.
Whoa!
I would
Well, I
just
gotta
pick
at
that
least get
up
it.
just for pick it
Right?
up. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Wow, Gibson, thank you so much for
Hey,
telling us.
great call, Gibson. I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh man. Yeah, that's so
Uh,
good.
that's perfect. Well, the last thing I guess I want to end on is why did you get into streaming?
That's a phenomenal question. Um, I was already doing a podcast. My podcast was a sports podcast. It's still going, but that was just me and my friends talking about sports. We did not have a big audience at all. Like it was just maybe one or two people would be watching every stream, and as downloads and replays go, maybe you get like a dozen. Really, really wasn't much at all, but it was really fun to do. So I think I had my one of my friends kind of got me into just watching Twitch, and I would have these conversations with people in the chat, and it inspired me to just continue to do a show where we just basically carried over these conversations. A lot of them were about food, like we had tonight. And I was like, why don't we just do this as a show? Like we could just do, because I was being encouraged a lot by friends to do a show on Twitch. And then I had the question of do I just migrate the show I was already doing and just move it to Twitch? or do I try something completely different? Well, I thought about it. I'm like, I want to do something completely different because I have always wondered if the reach of whatever show I was doing, the talk show I was doing, would be much greater if I literally did not talk sports on the show. Well, you can see that 1,600 followers later, I
Right.
think I have my answer. And it's been an amazing journey. I've gotten to know so many people. And it has really been a dream in a lot of ways. I always wanted to do this late night style talk show. And it has been so much fun getting to know people. People like yourself. Like we had you on like when we were playing golf one time, and I hope to have you on back again too. Like I'll reach out to you as far as, and we're gonna have you for karaoke, right? Like in like a few
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
that's exciting. That's exciting. Yeah, it's like like I think it's like a week and a half away.
Yeah.
I'm really into this. Will be great. So this is why I wanted to do that because I just wanted to try it and see what would happen if I did like a. Talk show that didn't have a specific lean towards me like sports, but because I was following primarily music streamers at the beginning, it wound up being like a music. It kind of gave you the effect of like being a musician interviewer show, and it worked. It was really, but I was not exclusive to that because I would have people like our friend Brett, who we saw earlier in the chat. You know, Brett came on and we did a tier list on Thanksgiving foods. It was really really fun. People were into it. It was a lot of debates. Um, and we've had our friend the Creative Star, who's a bakers and craft streamer, so specializing in pottery. That was an awesome time. Um, and so the show ultimately is an exploration and a way to promote other people who are on Twitch, and they do not have to be specifically musicians. It's just it's great to get to know the people who make up this platform, and that was a big reason I wanted to do it. And just continue the conversation you're already having and chat about various, minutiae, fun things like this. Like, and so I'm thrilled. I'm so glad you all are enjoying it. Like, it means so much to have this level of support and all the goofy things we do in between are have been really fun too. It was a really great project, and it's just proven to be so much bigger than I could have ever imagined. I mean that. Like even like at Instagram, and TikTok, I'm like blown away. Like
Yeah.
I never knew I would be a thing. Like it's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you. That's so freaking fantastic, and you deserve everything that you're getting. I really mean it. I see how hard you work, and I can only aspire to be as hardworking as you are. So, um,
Thank you very much, Panda. Like it's a labor of love, and all I can and I'm really rooting for your show. And it's already doing so well. Like I'm really excited for where it's gone and where it's going. Your format is very solid. Like it opens a entire it opens the door to so many conversations. Like I love this idea. So keep doing what you do. I think you're doing great, and here's to more awesome times in your future.
oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll grab my empty Canada Dry.
There you go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
cheers.
Hey. Here's to you too.
All right, guys, so we're coming to a close here. Um, I usually raid Davy, but Davy's gonna be going into his stream pretty soon. Um, so we're
I
gonna.
guess if you really want to, you could, but I mean, no, I think I think that sounds good. Let's go find someone else
Yeah,
to share
yeah.
about.
So let's see. Gonna stay in this mode, pulling out of this mode. Twitch, 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 Twitch. And we are gonna go to. It's funny because I know all the people who are about to sign off. So I'm
Mhm.
trying to make sure that I don't go there. We are gonna go to Kraken Not Stirred. He does
Ah.
Nerd Rock. Oh nope, he just signed off. See, I know better.
Oh no,
I
that
know
was a really good
better.
choice though. Yeah. Okay.
He's fantastic. Alchemy Mutation is on, maybe? Yes, he is. We're gonna follow. We're gonna go to Alchemy-tation. He plays Smile Core guitar.
Ooh.
Basically, he plays metalcore, but it's not like your metalcore. It's just soft metal. But he smiles while doing it. He's a really chill guy. He smiles the whole way, and he's so lovey. And he has a butt song. He has a song about butts. So definitely give him a follow. Hopefully this will work. Nope. Yep. Okay.
Nice.
Okay, so everybody, let's go on over. Thank you so much, and Davey, thank you for being on.
Thank you too. Thanks for inviting me.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Thanks,
Right
everybody.
now, and